Heidi, did you know? Their fantasies of extinction scenarios indefinitely defer a meaningful reckoning with settler colonialism. Daily 18 narratives of extinction contemplate endings as a way for settlers to persist. Fantasy of extinction becomes a method of symbolic preservation for delaying the end. Settler desire for conceals the hope that someone will intervene to show that it is not really necessary. The settlers can say they can make their own redemption. Extinction is an act of self-preservation, deferring to a hard reckoning and avoid making the real changes that might alter our condition. At every waking moment, we know that we will wake and still be here next. The case is not often serious scenarios for extinction are metaphorical invocations that sustain settler futurity. Only the alternative can prevent them from other ongoing extinctions. Mitchell 17. Extinction has become an emblem of Western and white-dominated fears about how their world will end. Starts to embody climate change as asteroid strikes, species death, ecological collapse, and nuclear destruction. An empty superlative that gestures an abstract form of generalized demise that will affect our humanity as a universal from Western ideals emphasized by actors who integrate the global market system, who participate in state-based politics, refrain from physical violence, exposed to contributes to formation Western subjects. These imaginaries are a form that normalizes the profound violences driving extinction while cocooning viewers in the secure space of the voyeur. Extinction is not quite real for Westerners. White subjects, it is a metaphor that expresses the negativity against which we define our subjectivity, but the extinction not a metaphor we can only be used unironically as a metaphor by people who have never been threatened with it, told it is their inevitable fate or lost their relatives to it. Settler cultures use the violence of metaphorical abstraction to excuse themselves from ensuring the land and power that is in indigenous hands, while in fact consolidating power structures. What Western science calls extinction is not an unintended consequence of desirable human activities. It's an embodiment of particular patterns of structural violence. Simultaneously enacted genocide against indigenous peoples on their non-human relatives may take a form of land-based extractive violence, ocean acidification, decimation of rainforests by climate change. By framing extinction as a problem for a universal figure of humanity, discourses obscures the profoundly with racializing structures, not only because it racialized people are more likely to suffer from effects of extinction, also because of limited violence that drives extinction and act race beyond the category of Homo sapiens by defining particular groups as threats. Now, isn't that interesting?